And Metroflex has always been like the mecca of bodybuilding and strongman in Texas forever, you know. I'm Daniel Hale, I own the Metroflex Gym. I've been a personal trainer for 26 years, 27 years, and I've been in the fitness industry almost 30. Being that I've competed in bodybuilding, I've competed in strongman, powerlifting, and all that, I know what it takes. I know what it feels like to go through that experience, and so it helps me as a coach understand what my clients are feeling, what they're experiencing, what they're going through, and I can relate to them and help guide them better through it.
It's been his place of peace outside of his relationships. So this has been a really important place for him.
Just the norm, so to speak, like it's, oh God, breaking conformity. Like, well, just get out of your comfort zone. You know, that's where change happens, whether it's physical, mental, spiritual, whatever, it's outside of your comfort zone. That's where the breakthroughs are.
I would say this is why I really loved and chose Metroflex, was because it's a place where it doesn't matter what level you're really at. There's a place for everybody. There's whatever level of training, whatever your thought process, whatever your theologies, whatever. This is kind of a safe haven for that. Hey, I'm Chase Esmiel. Been a member of Metroflex for about 10 years. Not just a member, but a personal trainer. Just that one guy who's always around. I met Daniel about 10 years ago, 11 years ago when Metroflex first started opening. It was that time in my life when I started doing personal training and I wanted to come to a place because I went to all the other big gym and it just didn't feel right. So I came to Metroflex and asked to be a trainer here. And it's funny, Daniel looked me up and down at that time. I was about 180, you know, really skinny, tall kid, and looked me up and down and was like, no way. So that's kind of where I've kind of stuck here. And then quickly after the 2 years of working out here, it became my home. I mean, I've been in San Marcos for 12 years, and of those 12 years, 10 years have been here at Metroflex working out and just being a trainer, being an employee, whatever it was, just being here. Metroflex, for my personal life, it's kind of my physical safe place. It sounds really weird saying that, especially with just this, but for me, what I mean by that is it's a place where I can come and just work on my physical self. I have church to be able to focus on my spiritual health. I have, reading and all the different studies I do for my mental health, but I have to have some physical movement for myself, have some something. And so Metroflex has always been that for me. It's been my place, even to the point where my wife will look at me and be like, hey, go work out. Like she's like, you already ate? I'm like, yes. Have you gotten sleep? Yes. Have you worked out? No, leave. Like, she'll get me out of the house real quick. But after about 5-6 years of doing men's natural bodybuilding, I kind of transitioned into Scottish Highland Games. Okay, the first throw that I was doing was the lightweight for distance and heavyweight for distance. One is 28 pounds, the other is 56 pounds. In Scottish traditional Highland Games, there's 9 different events. And of the 9 events, 6 of them are for distance, 2 of them for height, and 1 of them is the caber toss, a really tall pole that you flip. The lightweight for distance is a one-handed throw for distance as far as you can, 128, 156. The third throw that I did today was the light hammer weight, hammer for distance, and where you keep your feet planted and you have to rotate over and throw behind your head. Those are the 3 of the 6 weight or distance events. I got to compete in their nationals and got to place top 5 in my amateur season. So that was a really big goal that I was looking for, and I actually was able to compete in that. This year, not competing as much, but this year when I competed, I ended up being like top 10 already on NASGA, so pretty big jump already from last year to this year. But once again, it's the beginning of the year, so not everybody has thrown yet. So a lot of people up north, it's still cold. They haven't competed like I have. So my rankings will drop, but my goal by the end of the year is to be top 5 in the nation on NASGA or higher. So